Legend of Zelda is my favorite game series of all time, and in this video we're going to count down the most creative and just all-around best items in the series. I'm the Blue Subrosian, and this is my top 10 Zelda items. Bomb arrows made their first appearance in Link's Awakening. Some people think that this was just a glitch, but either way, this is a really fun item. An item that eventually led to the fully developed bomb arrows that appeared in Twilight Princess. It's not a very practical item, but it's just really fun to use. Blowing up a Bulblin from 100 yards away? Fun! And that's why it's number 10 on my list. Exploring a place you can't get to, grabbing things like rupees or treasures, even hitting eventually hitting switches. And then when you get the upgrade, it allows you to be able to carry bombs, to be able to drop the bombs, to be able to blow up rocks with the bombs, and yes, to even kill enemies with the bombs. The beetle just helped me out so much in this game. The fire rod first appeared in A Link to the Past, but using it in this game required magic, so you could only fire off a few shots at a time. But when the fire rod reappeared in A Link Between Worlds and magic was replaced with energy, which automatically refills over time, you could use it as much as you want, which made this a really awesome item. I always thought the ball and chain was really cool, but I honestly never thought it would become an item. Then when I played Twilight Princess and I'm in one of my favorite dungeons ever, the mini-boss comes out with a pretty awesome ball and chain, but this time when I killed him, it stayed there. You can smash rocks, break ice, and it's really effective against certain enemies, but most importantly, you finally look as cool as Onyx. Yeah, okay, moving on. The Rod of Seasons appears in Oracle of Seasons, and it's responsible for one of the most creative concepts in Zelda. It allows you to travel between the 4 seasons, which in effect changes your surroundings, and allows you to access places in one season that you couldn't get to in another. On a side note, it also has the ability to one-shot hit these little ghost guys, and it's used in the final boss battle. Being able to control the 4 seasons is just such an awesome concept. I would love to see the Rod of Seasons reappear in a future Zelda game. There's something about gamers where we just always want things to move quickly, and when they move a little too slow, we don't like that. That's why I really like the Pegasus Boots. Being able to dash across the world clearly makes for a more enjoyable experience. The Pegasus Boots are most useful in A Link's Awakening. In addition to speed, they also aid in jumping when combined with the Rock's Feather, and it's the only thing that can break these crystal rock things. You just charge into the... It's also good for combat and for killing this boss. Next! The Magnet Gloves are probably the most popular item in Oracle of Seasons, and for good reason. These gloves are great. You can use them to cross holes and to take the iron masks off iron masks. But what really sets the Magnet Gloves apart is the way in which they combine pushing and pulling. No other item in the Zelda series does this, so it creates some very original puzzles. If I could bring any item back for a future Zelda game, it would definitely be the Magnet Gloves. I honestly like them that much. The Hookshot is one of the most iconic Zelda items. It appeared in A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and finally A Link Between Worlds. The only problem with the Hookshot is that you only have one of them. Enter Double Claw Shot. Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, this item was just awesome. But in my opinion, Twilight Princess takes the win. Swinging around the city in the sky like Spider-Man, and finishing it off with a way too easy, but still epic Shadow of Colossus style battle against Argarok was just perfect. But it was pretty cool in Skyward Sword too. The Deku Leaf from Wind Waker is like having 2 items in one. When you use it on the ground, it kind of works like a fan, and it causes a gust of wind that's used to blow objects. But what really makes this item awesome is when you use it in the air. It works like a glider, and with the help of the Wind Waker, you can glide an extremely long way. This is helpful for exploration, but it's also just fun. I kinda like to fly around Windfall, flying over here, flying over there, landing on this house. It's just really enjoyable to me. The only downside to the Deku Leaf is that gliding uses magic, but once you get the magic upgrade, you can still fly a really long way. Who needs the boat when you have the leaf? Just fly to the next island. Well, maybe not. Boat? On top of all that, there's a technique for the Deku Leaf called leaf pumping. This allows you to maintain height while gliding. This technique is mainly used by speedrunners to avoid and skip obstacles. Also, you can use it to fly out here and land on this tree. So that's pretty cool. So the auto jumping in 3D Zelda games can be difficult, and it's just so limiting. That's one of the reasons why the Roc's Feather, or more specifically the Roc's Cape, is the best item in the Zelda series. The Roc's Feather first appeared in A Link's Awakening, and as I already said, it can be combined with the Pegasus Boots to perform some pretty impressive jumps, but Oracle of Seasons and later Minish Cap took jumping to a whole new level. I remember when I first played Oracle of Seasons, I was amazed to find an upgrade to the Roc's Feather. When you first get the Roc's Cape, you just want to use it all the time. Flying over holes, over lava, over enemies, over clouds, up the clouds, over the spikes, and you can even use the wind to help you fly further. One of the main things that the 3D Zelda games lack is the freedom to jump wherever you want. The Roc's Cape makes this possible, and it's even used to defeat the final boss in Oracle of Seasons. Being able to jump to avoid enemy attacks can add so much skill and variety to your fighting style, and this is why the Roc's Cape is the coolest, most fun, and just all around best item in The Legend of Zelda. This has been the Blue Subrosian. Let me know what your favorite items are in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone.